Well, here I am again. It's May 18th, and I'm in my apartment making this video in front of my new green screen. I've just did it a little bit ago, and the sound and the sync is maybe not perfect, but the quicker I work, you won't have to listen to me. One is, if you're a person and you go out in the world, you think about what you say and do. You look at others. If you want to talk to them, you're thinking about what will I do to approach them? How will they regard me when I approach them? We think a lot. We do too much thinking. If someone was going to be successful in acting and basically managing people and running business and asking for money to fund a big event or a corporation, you can't be intimidated by what people think. You have to just go, ask, see what they think, period. Would you like to put $1 million into this hospital that we're putting together, doctor? But if you go to a guy that's got a $30 an hour job and said we need $1 million to build this hospital, he's not going to be interested in helping your hospital get funded, probably because he's trying to make his own rent payment. So what we're doing is we're saying to someone that, yes, I have a business. It's called Viseo. And what it is an opportunity for you or anyone that's normal, I guess, can actually build a second income with a foundation of about a $65 entry fee. And from there, if they have a belief that $65 could get them anything in this life, they'll say, yeah, what do you got for 65 bucks? And you say, well, give me a minute, or could I send you a video that you can look at things like I'm giving you? But the reality is, it's true. That's what it takes to get started as a sign up in Viseo. But the reality is your business starts when you get your first product order. So you've actually become a user, or at least accustomed with your product. And Viseo has 5 products. They're basically vitamin and food supplement type things that will help your body. Everything I say is obviously, not the perfect exact words that the company would use. So there's, the perfection of way it works. But what it amounts to is that our company wants us to basically give someone a product. They will like it, they will buy more, or they won't like it. That's it. There's information, there's all kinds of details on the internet or even on a paper. So that's a reality. So the way customers buy things is usually delivered to them by the company. That's how I will get paid. If I bought a product and I gave it to them, the 20% that I would make, which is obviously not a big commission, but it's, it works. Especially if you had 1,000 items that you're selling and you're getting 20%. But reality is my commission is paid by the company to me, not by that person. So therefore the product is to be shipped to them by the company so they know where it's actually going and that I get the recipient commission. And then those people are a customer of the product. They get it on a regular basis if that's the way they're going to be going. And they're not going to depend on me bringing it over to their house and if I can forget or remember. So the system is taking care of that customer now and all of the returns or any other issues they may have. So I am luckily able just to start that association and get paid for as long as they keep using it. And of course, if they're really somebody I know, I might say, hey, how's that working for you? Have you heard of this new thing? Whatever. But that's the reality. So I have the opportunity to get 5, 10, 20, 100 customers. And that accumulates as a monthly income to me. Now, me being in the business, that means I am going to now put in a check or a credit card, whatever the company gets to get paid. I have to send in my very first order, which is roughly a requirement of 80 points. That's product values. And that 80 points really is about $135. Okay, great. That's no big deal. My first rent in the building was $1,000. Ooh. And I didn't even get to do it until I put my tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars of stuff in the building and bring in employees and blah. So anyhow, now I send in my 135. Now I'm locked in for the first 30 days to sponsor and help other people get to see this business. Actually have a sponsor help me do the business too. I get to get some customers because I talked to them about it and they said, well, let me have a product. What do you got? And let me see it. I've got those already. And then I would get to say somebody is interested and they want to do it with me or for themselves and just I'm in the way. But I sponsor somebody so the business grows, and I do this for 30 days. Now my period of income and results are there. It's all tabulated on the computer. There's a big, they call it a back office for us all, so we can see every person in our business, all the volumes, every activity, and we get paid weekly. So now it's the month end, 4 weeks in other words. I am obligated, if I want to continue my business volumes and keep all the accrued volumes, I put in my second order. That's another 135. There's actually more benefits if you have a bigger business by this time to have more than just that 135. And all your customers actually accrue that. And so if you've got 1,000 points of customer volume, which is fantastic, you're already qualified. You're already going in the next month. There's nothing you've got to really do other than say, wow, I have a business now. And so this is the whole deal, that a person that has, let's say, a residence, place where they live, it's kind of hard for a homeless person, but with a good iPhone, they could probably still do the business, work out of their car, swear to God. I mean, really. Then you would have, communications, a phone. You could always ask me, can I borrow your phone for a minute? Yeah. But what I do is I talk to people and I say, hey, I got this business opportunity. I don't know how open you are for, if you could use an extra 500,000 or whatever you want to do, you actually make more than that. That's why I got involved. I'd like to pay off my house. It's my wife's house because that's the way life is at the moment. But I want to help her, and I give them my card. It says, hey, this is my card. It's got my phone number on it, everything else. But also, I say that on YouTube, that's even nicer. On YouTube, I don't know why it makes the screen brighter, but it does. Anyhow, on YouTube, there is a video series, 10, 11 of them today with this one. And it talks about my little journey, my documentary of where I'm at. And so I've got like 46 people in the business now in the group. I've sponsored some people. And also my sponsored people have put people in my business. So it's kind of cool. And so the accumulated volume is over $20,000 in 48 days. Today's like the 48th day of me. And so I've been showing these videos. This is number 11. So all I'm getting at is this business means I have to actually talk to someone and respect their answers. I don't have to agree with them, but obviously I don't have to be an idiot and say, oh, I don't believe that. And I said, hey, if you're open, great. If you're not, that's okay. You're fine to continue on. And obviously, if I talk to people that have $63 in their life, then it's obvious that they can take a participating view. So where I'm at is this business here. I've got my emails, TBOHME, and I'm looking forward to getting back to people and start those conversations. But every day, if I could hand out 5 of my business cards, I'm doing more than 90% of the people. And if I'm effective, then that's the whole point. And if I'm not effective, I better hand out more than 5 cards. But whatever I'm doing so far is working. I would like to obviously make myself more productive. So where I'm at, I'm in France, I guess, because my shirt says so. That's today's vision for me. I get to go back to France. I went to school in France for 6 months for a semester in my post-Navy days. I got my GI Bill and I used it for 1 semester at a French language school, but it teaches you everything, and I had the time of my life. I don't think I could compare that with anything I've had. I have friends. It was just amazing how nice people can be when you're not in California. I don't know. Anyhow, so I speak French also after that. Not as fluent as I'd like, but je parle français assez bien. and so where I'm at is I need to think more like I'm not worried about people's emotions or what they're thinking, because it's not that big deal as long as I'm not being offensive. I say, I would like to show you a way that you can maybe make a, not maybe because you can, but if you wish to do a productive process that's proven and predictable, if you're open, I will show you how it's done to make, 1,000, 5,000, whatever you think your capability is, I will help you. And I think my capability is that I can take it step by step from $100 to $200 to $500 to $1,000. Take a say, wow, this is great, this is progress. Then you go on and on to where, like my sponsor, he's been to the place before where his business has reached over 70,000 people and an income that's in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. I trust him. I understand the business. I know the weakness is only me. If I have to talk to 1,000 people to get 15 people interested in doing something, I have fantastically done something. If I only took 300, that's the ratio for me, because we all have that ratio. We do not automatically have people love us and follow everything we say or do. So this is why I put these videos together to say, if I can do this, I'm 63 plus, I can, with my persona, then you can probably do as well. But I have one thing that I really rely on, and that is discipline to do it over and over and again, and not be worried if people say no. That is okay. I do not want to, attack anybody for their decision. I don't want to tell someone what they've got to do. I don't want to tell them what they can't do. All I can do is encourage people that do wish to be involved and let people know what I'm doing if they ask me a question. So that's it. I want to make it short.